we have reached the end of this very lit season of Reasonable Doubt. Definitely my favorite season of the series personally. And so with the end of this season comes predictions that I have for how this finale is going to play out. As I'm recording this like an hour and a half before the finale drop. Fortunately, due to time, I can't yap at y'all how I usually do at the beginning of these videos. I'm gonna jump right into these predictions, which a lot of y'all probably would prefer. Like anything I gotta say all in this video, you already know what you gotta do. Like, comment, share, subscribe, do all those things. Let's talk about this Reasonable Doubt season finale real quick. I don't know if it's just me that's been thinking about that conversation that Daniel and Crystal had by the end of the last episode, but is Shorty not essentially telling on herself? I don't know if the series wants us to bait up again. Honestly, bait or not, she's my number one suspect as of right now for who took out Wendy. It's either her mom, this should have joined operation, I don't know. It definitely is a family operation just off how Kristen confirmed that hit earlier in the season. I'm pretty sure it was confirmed that that shit was tied to Ozzie's mom. I don't know, maybe I'm tripping. But Kristen bringing up this jealousy shit, how she was jealous of the attention that Ozzie was getting, which led her to kill their dog, allegedly. I got a love and hate relationship about how Reasonable Doubt be doing these plot twists. Even this on cliffhangers like the one from the last episode. On one hand, I'd be like, it fits with the nature of the show, right? Like, we're in a courtroom, it's Reasonable Doubt. Don't believe everything that you see type aesthetic. So I get that, but when you do it time and time again in the season, it kind of get a little stale to me, not gonna lie. But Reasonable Doubt, it still somehow, some way gets me to buy in. I'd be like, damn, now that you think about it, you definitely was moving sus a couple episodes ago. I think Kristen for sure killed the dog. I don't think that was confirmed yet. And I'm gonna say she killed Wendy too. I know it might seem obvious, real obvious on the surface. I just feel like if we come to find out that she only killed the dog and the episode ended on that note, you could have gave me another 5 minutes at that point. You can confirm that she killed the dog and then move on to cliffhanger about who killed Wendy. Another prediction I have, I could definitely see Jax and her sister linking up by the end of the season finale, which would be a cliffhanger to end out the season to build anticipation for season 4. I don't know under what circumstances they meet, but I think that they will finally link up by the end of the season. Maybe even have a conversation about how ain't shit they Pops is. I think at this point, Jax kind of neutral with Pops, if I'm remembering right. I don't think they on bad terms as of right now. I'm just waiting on her sister to confirm every suspicion that Lewis had on her Pops from the very beginning of the season. Definitely interested to see where her character goes as the series goes on. I feel like Reasonable Doubt's not letting up, so they gotta have a considerably valid story, I feel like, for the sister of the main character, no? I think we see Bill officially lean one way by the end of the season. Now, yeah, Jax made it very clear that she is going to be saying the closing argument in the case for Ozzie. So Bill don't even gotta worry about that. He ain't gotta worry about making a speech or nothing like that. Obviously, he's not gonna like that because that keeps him from getting partner. So while I do think that Jax is still gonna get her way, I feel like we're going to see whether or not Bill is just like, you know what? I'll work to get to partner. Jax deserves to close out this case, and I'm gonna make my mission in season 4 to get that partner on my own merit. But as we've seen with Bill's character throughout this season, I'm highly doubtful that this is going to be the case. At least post Ozzie's case. Like, I think just off of plot armor alone, he's gonna get over his shenanigans for Ozzie's case, get on one accord with Jax, let her say the closing argument, and then on to the next one from my son after that. The prediction, we'll finally see the end of this plot line that has somehow stuck around this deep into this season. Episodes in and we still going back to the storyline that I generally could care less about and feel like Lewis is just dragging on for no reason. Get rid of the nigga already. I'm watching the episode and I'm like, okay, Lewis, this man's telling you he got a baby on the way. Are you not gonna do a background check on that? Just off of how bro tried to hold you earlier on in the season. That nigga put you in the hot seat for some shit you was trying to hold him accountable for, and you sparing him again? I don't understand why they're doing this. I feel like Lewis is at risk of losing his job off of incompetency at this point. I just want to give bro something to do. I'm jacking. At a prediction, we gonna get to see what Jax's old man really get into. Enough of this filter shit, enough of this, oh, he might be ass storyline. Give us straight facts. Let's see what bro really get into on his downtime. We already know he's a bad man. Just fill us in on everything else that's going on behind the scenes. I don't know, for Reasonable Doubt, niggas don't really be dying like that, right? Because I really have no death predictions. Like, I think everybody is gonna be good going into season 4. The only person I can maybe see getting clipped though is Jax's Pops, but I just feel like you leaving a lot of story on the table at that point going into season 4. It's going to involve both his daughters. He could be the middleman between both of their storylines and help get across a lot of how one came up over the other, even though we don't even know to what extent he was in old girl's life. He was in rehab for like how long? So yeah, he probably wasn't in either of his kids' lives like that, but we know he was with the other sister significantly longer than he was with Jax, because you know her mom was not playing that. Shout out to Jax's mama, she a real one. I had to look their names up just now. I'm so terrible with names. Daniel and Kristen's relationship, that shit might be rest in peace after this episode. Just too toxic for me. I don't know. And now that we're finna find out exactly what happened with Ozzie back in the day, now that this case is going to be closed going into season 4, I just don't see her carrying over into the next season. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they switch up the formula, right? Because in seasons 1 and 2, once the case is over, we don't see those characters come back in other seasons. I wouldn't be mad if Ozzie's family stuck around, I guess. For the last prediction of the night, I predict that the jury will see Ozzie as innocent in this finale episode of Reasonable Doubt. That brother will be a free man by the end of the episode, and hopefully he will be able to fix his life. Celebrity shit drain my boy. He definitely gonna need some much needed TLC from his family after this. We could all use therapy though, if we being honest. Like the fact that the pops was willing to take the fall for this sex tape with him and his ex-girl. To do what? I don't know, make Ozzie feel bad. I don't understand why they even did that. Ozzie really began to hold though, because Jackson really played to his stupidity in the court case in the last episode. That shit is crazy. Yeah, my boy gonna need a lot of help after the end of the season. But anyway, that's all I got for y'all for predictions for the Reasonable Doubt season 3 finale. Let me know your predictions going into this episode if you see this before the episode drop. Hopefully I'm able to get y'all that season 3 finale recap sooner than later. Till next time though, I'll be in Host Chase off. We've been entertained. Let me go talk soon. Peace y'all.